Okay, so here we are, pretty much a year into our lockdown, and I decided to kind of do a video journal, if you will, chronicling the year, um, the past year from March 2020 up until, I guess, kind of now. So, um, I'll preface this by saying some of the videos might be a little bit clearer, a little bit more edited than others, depending on how I'm feeling. Some of them may be raw. My thoughts I will try to get them as organized as possible, but please bear with me because a lot of 2020 was a blur for me in general. One of the last videos that I posted to my YouTube channel was, or I believe the last video I posted to my YouTube channel was talking about how my dad ended up going to the hospital on a Saturday morning. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know, but we ended up losing him and my brother. On May 1st, we lost my brother, and on May 5th, we lost my dad. So it's been a while since, I guess, you guys got an update of my life in COVID. We ended up getting COVID later in the year, and things just changed. A lot of things have changed. Some things are still the same, but I think it's time to let those of you who have been lucky enough to not come in contact with COVID at this point, and on some of the details of how quickly and easily this thing can take people out, how quickly and easily your life can change, how your health can change. My mental state changed a lot during this. It's been up and down, anxiety, paranoia, PTSD, a lot of things I'm battling with to get through this. So, I guess we'll start in the beginning, right? And I'm gonna try and keep these videos 5 minutes or so, not too long. But last year, March 15th, was the last time we were all together as a family. We have a lot of March birthdays in our family. Both of my biological kids have birthdays in March. My dad, sister-in-law, aunt. It's a lot of March birthdays, to say the least. So we usually get together as a family, have some cake, sing happy birthday. So I wanted to release this video around that time, but mentally I wasn't there. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but this is one of the last times we were together. Let's see. And if you look, there's my dad over on the side giving kids that. This was back in the days of blowing out candles, and you probably couldn't see that, but that was pre-COVID. That was literally a day before the state of Connecticut shut down restaurants and movie theaters and any kind of spots where social gatherings can take place. That was literally the day before all of that started happening. We were together. We cut some birthday cake. We celebrated. The kids had fun. But what we didn't know was that that would be the last time we got to celebrate birthdays with my dad. My brother wasn't there, he was at work. But we didn't know that that would be the last time we would say happy birthday to my dad. And then fast forward to about a week later, which is now, or a week or two later, which is now, my brother fell ill. He went to the hospital. They told him it was a stomach virus, because this was in the very beginning where it was flu symptoms that were the signs of COVID. The loss of breath, the body aches, coughing, fever. It was nothing about stomach problems, nausea, not being able to keep food down. None of that was a symptom. So they told him that he had a stomach virus and sent him back home. From there, people dropped food off to him. My mom would go to check on him to make sure he was eating or drinking, or, to see if he needed anything. And we, as a family, treated it as a stomach virus. We didn't think about COVID because no one traveled, no one was out of state, no one was out of the country. We lived in Hartford. We were a black family living in Hartford. We weren't living a luxurious life of travel and foreign things. We were your average family living in Hartford. So we thought COVID was far removed from us, because we didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything. We stayed in our bubble in Hartford, and that was it. How would COVID get to us? But little did we know there was going to be very long roads to travel in our future. So I'll leave it here for this video. I'll try to do updates at least once a week or so. And we'll see how this goes, because a lot of you guys kind of got in on my story and didn't really, I kind of left you guys hanging, I guess. I don't know. But this will more so focus on my experience with things. One more thing. At that point in time, when our first case of COVID was found or discovered in Connecticut, I do remember being fearful of bringing something to my parents. The visits slowed down. We would come in and social distance in their house. We stopped hugging, just to keep them safe, to take every precaution we could to keep them safe. So just know recklessness was not a thing for us. So I guess this concludes part 1 of many, probably. Yeah, so we'll see where this goes.